Kevin Blanch, West Weber, Utah, 2010. Them's the cows I eat right there. I don't eat cows out of no fucking feedlot. Disturbing. That's Snow Basin right there, the Olympic Grand Downhill. Lewis Peak, the mighty Ben Lomond. This is the ancient floor of the ancient Lake Bonneville. It's Weber Canyon right there. Farmington Peak. These hillbillies fucking drive by here all day, every day. Biggest fucking polluters you ever seen. 1,800 cows down there, dumping directly in the freaking Lower Weber into freaking one of the great flyways of all time. The Great Salt Lake North Shore, one of the bird capitals of the world. Polluted to the 10th power, but we live in Utah, the great conservative state, during the great conservative fucking movement. So it goes like this. Fuck the birds. Fuck the animals. Fuck the people. Fuck it all. Why? Because the neocons said so. Laws don't fucking matter. Booker T. Washington said it 150 years ago. There is no wrong or right in America. There's popular opinion. And popular opinion in Utah, especially in this part of Utah, is ignorance to 10th power. It's the art illiterate capital of the world. Bar fucking none. And that's no joke. You think I'm kidding about that? I am not. That's my dog Clark. We live on this busy road. They get to roam on this farm all freaking day in my border collie. They sleep in the house. They got life made. Chases birds all day. Runs around. He's 11. Lucy! Lucy! It's the old farm I grew up on. Tornado took that thing down. This used to be the Great Bar. Huge tornado hit in 1968. I was one of the only two witnesses that witnesses. I'd stand right there in the yard, running the house. Told my grandma, "There's a tornado." She said, "Are you crazy? Tornadoes don't happen in Utah." Oh boy. And my aunt and uncle were killed in a car wreck 2 days later. My poor grandpa. It was in 1968. My dad started having the freaking seizures from the atomic nightmare. He's a Special Forces Marine. He was nuked in the Nevada test site. Dead. Finally put up a memorial for him this year after all those years. What a year. I remember the day Bobby Kennedy was killed. I remember the day that Martin Luther King was killed. I think that year was so traumatic on me. I grew up right there in that house and that house. My grandma's house, my mom and dad's house, my great-grandma's house, my house. I'm the 6th generation, probably the last one here. This pole I put up, the Great Ogden Railroad Union Station. Ogden's history has been abused to the 10th power by these art illiterate freaking freaks. That's the gate post. That's why it's called Wall. There used to be a wall there, Wall Avenue. There used to be a big gate around the original train station depot in Ogden, the Great Junction City. My daughter's friends told me the other day, or excuse me, my daughter's mother told Cassie, my middle girl, she's 25, said my first grandbaby, baby little Ella, said somebody graffitied your dad's house. That's the graffiti. They think's graffiti. It's the address of my kids' names. I did this rock work. There's a rabbit I put in there. It's real rock from Weber Canyon, Weber Split Rock. I'm a plaster and stucco contractor, rock mason. There's some Weber Split Rock. Lucy! My border collie. I don't know where she's run off to. There she is. Come here, girl. What you doing, girl? She's a good dog. She's 11. She's a little inbred. A little squirrely. She's 11 too. I've never seen a dog that can run like this dog. This chair right here is one of the original chairs up the Snow Basin snow lift. Ski lift. My buddy Seeger, many years ago, great cabin builder. He had a stroke and died, God bless him, years ago. But I got another buddy, Bob, who had to move in with, he moved in with his ex-wife, Beverly. old gal. She's run the Oaks for years and years and years. And anyway, beautiful cabin. I said, Bob, the only reason she freaking let you move in is for one reason. She needs somebody to cut wood and for coal up there. That's basin right there. That's where it come from. Powder Mountain's right over there. But anyway, Beverly wanted me to have one of them. She says, when he tore down the old basin lift, they're still there, and people bought them up, you know. And she says, I got a couple left. I want you to have one. They're pretty cool. I painted it red. They're originally, they'll chip off. They were green and blue and yellow and red. Everybody knows. Come on, Lucy Lou. Aaron named my dogs. It used to be Lewis and Clark. Lewis got killed. And their grandparents was Boone and Crockett. Kevin Blanch. Redford's from right over there. I tell everybody when I do all my crazy videos, I got some pretty wild ones about dope fiends, drug addicts, and freaks. And I always point it over towards Sundance and tell Redford, put this in your fucking film festival.